This guy just came to explore an underwater haunted house, but what he stumbles upon is absolutely spine-chilling. The story centers on a couple, Ben and Tina. They're fairly well-known adventure vloggers. Previously, they filmed a video at an abandoned orphanage, which went viral and caused their follower count to skyrocket. Ben really got a taste for success. He firmly believes that the more remote and off the beaten path a location is, the more likely the video will go viral. This time, the couple set their sights on Western France, where, according to rumors, there was a submerged, abandoned sanatorium. Years ago, when a reservoir was built, the entire town was flooded. The sanatorium was said to be home to many strange occurrences, so they decided to film an underwater haunted house expedition. But when they arrived at their destination, they were stunned. The so-called mysterious underwater forbidden zone had long since been developed into a popular tourist attraction. There were more tourists by the lake than there were fish. Unwilling to give up, he started asking around. An elderly local man told him that the real horror lay deep within the forest. There was a secluded lake there that didn't appear on any map, and at the bottom of it lay an intact house, a place no one had ever filmed before. The man added that he'd guide them there as long as Ben was willing to tip him. Tina immediately sensed something was off, but Ben thought this was a great opportunity. The three of them then drove into the forest and walked several kilometers on foot before finally finding the lake deep within the dense woods. At that moment, the lake's surface was so still there wasn't a single ripple. The whole place exuded an indescribable sense of eeriness. But Ben excitedly pulled out his wetsuit, and just like that, they plunged into the icy lake water. Once they reached a depth of over 10 meters underwater, they couldn't see a single fish anywhere around them. As they swam along, Tina spotted a rusty car, proving that people had indeed lived here before. Soon, a villa came into view. The house looked particularly eerie in the dim underwater light. A statue of the Virgin Mary hung on the iron railing outside, and next to it lay the carcass of an eagle. A no trespassing sign stood in front of the gate. The Virgin Mary statue, the dead eagle, and the no trespassing sign. These three things, placed together, clearly told everyone, "Don't come in, it's dangerous inside." But Ben's reaction was one of even greater excitement. The two of them then swam over the fence toward the house. Strangely, however, as the school of fish approached the vicinity, they suddenly all vanished. It was as if something in the area frightened even the fish. Tina had a vague feeling that something wasn't right, but Ben didn't care at all. The main gate was securely locked with a large iron padlock. The man swam around the house and discovered that all the windows had been welded shut as well. The house was practically an airtight metal box. Finally, they found a window in the attic. Unexpectedly, just as they approached, a large fish suddenly darted out, giving them quite a scare. Ben then sent an underwater drone inside to scout the area. The footage that came back left them both speechless. The house had been submerged for decades, yet the furniture inside was completely intact, with not a trace of rot. It was as if the owners had moved out just yesterday. Ben couldn't wait any longer and crawled through the attic window. They had just stepped into this underwater haunted house. As soon as they entered the attic, Tina spotted a tattered doll. Staring intently at the doorway, it sent a chill down her spine. Ben, however, didn't think much of it and kept filming. The attic was piled high with old furniture, although covered in dust. Everything was remarkably well preserved. They then made their way